walked down the aisle of the town hall to be presented to the Prime Minister and his wife. That was Saturday night in Sydney for 25 Aboriginal Debs.
It's a little-known fact that Aboriginal debutantes go back to 1960s Australia and continue today.
How debutantes balls came about were basically, women being treated as property and being traded between the aristocracy and between their fathers.
The community adopting an old tradition and giving it a new sense of cultural pride.
In a way, it was kind of hijacking this exclusive tradition that you were told you were not good enough for and in a way ruining it by making it accessible, by democratising it, by including all of the people who had previously been excluded and say, actually, we're going to make this ours and we're going to have fun and celebrate and have joy, and the empowerment come from that.
The idea behind it is to stimulate a sense of pride and dignity in their race and to help them to become part of the community.
Nakkiah and Miranda went around the world for a new podcast.
We spoke to a lot of young women who were involved in the Buddha Carbon debutante ball. I think it was really beautiful to see these girls just glow at the thought of being at that ball. Not only was it time for them to be proud of who they were, it was also a time for them to be proud of the community that they were a part of.
I think one of the wonderful things about the debutante tradition within the Aboriginal community is that we are celebrating young people for their accomplishments. Well, not even that, not even just for their accomplishments, just for existing.
The podcast is their latest collaboration.
I met Miranda in 2013, around then. We met at a panel and we kind of gravitated towards each other. She'd just done the Sapphires. I was a really big fan. We're the only two black women in the room at the time.
I have always been a huge fan of her work. She leaves people with more questions than answers at the end of her plays. She has only allowed me to find my own voice in the way that I explore race and identity in my own work.
I'm done not being angry. I am angry. And if you don't like me being angry, then by all means, Australia, take my furious button and run this race for me. Because we are dying in infancy, we are dying in custody, and we are dying decades earlier than you. And you should be as angry about that as I am.
George Floyd's death has really opened up the conversation around deaths in custody in this country. It has been a very demanding week.
Well, when we went to the march, the Black Lives Matter march on the weekend, one of the things that my parents said that my mum really liked is she said, I saw a lot of women who were my age who were white there in the crowd. That was a huge surprise to her. So I think it's the fact that you're not alone and you're not wrong.
It's no longer on us to change things. It's on the majority. It's up to non-Indigenous Australians to want to take up that labour. I can't make you do it.
Nakkiah and Miranda have even bigger plans ahead of them.
What else would you like to do with Miranda besides this podcast?
So Miranda and I are trying to get a movie up. No one steal our film idea. No, we're basically working on a movie that's, I guess, Romeo and Michelle meets Hot Tub Time Machine.
If anyone wants to know how Nakkiah and I think and feel about the world, and if they want to know how we see it, then watch our work.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.